It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' towering tight end. He stuffed the stat sheet in last week's action, nearly 190 yards. It's the Texans and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Throwing on first down. Schmidt. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And ready to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt. And his throw here is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's big for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one completes Alec Pierce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Off the play fake. Schmidt. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Back to throw. Schmidt. They'll get this off to Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
throwing to start the drive. Lloyd. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Lloyd. He finds his man, complete. That's Summers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 9 carries, 72 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Off play action. Lloyd. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. 12 on time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down, Lloyd. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lloyd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And some room to roam now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are once again back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lloyd. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Summers, and he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Lloyd. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. It's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Deshaun Hand. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Out is Roberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Lloyd. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Off the play fake. Lloyd. He finds his man. Complete. That's Newton.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10. Lloyd. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Lloyd. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt to the right side, complete to Taylor. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
To throw again, Schmidt.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 2, Schmidt.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schmidt, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
On first down, Lloyd, he finds his man, complete. It's Summers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. And meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Lloyd. He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This one left side caught by Collins.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Looking to throw. Lloyd. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Lloyd. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Schmidt. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Lloyd. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. To throw on second down. Lloyd. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Off the play fake. Lloyd. And he's going to go down again. Quiddy Pay providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Off play action. Schmidt. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So that another sack for the 1st-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Pierce now up the middle.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Lloyd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's at cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Schmidt.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Schmidt finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Schmidt. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Back to throw. Schmidt. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Schmidt.
And
And that'll be taken in by Strong. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Running left, Taylor.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get...
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Summers. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
15 yards there for number 15.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back to throw. Lloyd. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Grover Stewart picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened.
Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
The point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And some room to maneuver. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, and then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
Your description. Now, though, for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Taken in at the 3. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, probably the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.